Alright, saddle hunters, well, I'm really excited about today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be reviewing a new saddle, and I think you're going to want to stick around for this one. I believe this saddle has the potential to be a serious game changer in the saddle hunting industry. So stick around and we'll get started. So today we're going to be looking at the Buzzard Roost Saddle. This saddle is manufactured in southern Louisiana. The owner of the company is Benny Gregwall. I'm really excited to do this unboxing, first impressions, and go over some of the details of the saddle, and then we're going to get out into a tree and put it to the test. Okay, so I need to give a quick disclaimer, and then I'm going to follow that up with some really cool information. I did not purchase the saddle. Benny from Buzzard Roost Saddles sent it to me so that I could do this review, and I asked him if I'd be able to do a giveaway at the end of the review, and he said that I could. So the first week of May, I'm going to be doing a drawing, and all you have to do to be entered is drop me a comment below and you'll be entered in the drawing. Now, Benny also asked me to give a fair, honest review because he said you, his customers, deserve it, and I really respect that. Comes with your typical instruction manual, safety warnings, a Buzzard Roost wristband. Okay, so let's go over some of the details of the saddle, and we'll cover the cost as well. We'll jump right into the cost right now. Currently the saddle runs $200. Now this April 2022, this saddle will be going up to $259.99. Now the reason being, according to their website, due to material cost increases as well as trying to source US made materials, and Buzzard Roost wants to expand their production. The sizes of the saddle, it's really simple. There's only two sizes, regular and large. The regular is up to 36-inch waist. The large is anything over a 36-inch waist, so it's really simple. It is a two-panel saddle, and it does come with these buckles that allow the panels to spread out, and the straps will keep the saddle together. Pull those open and that will hold the position. Really nice quality looking buckles. They're really stiff. So there is one row of molle across the top, and they are sewn tight right now, but they don't seem to be so tight it would be an issue getting your standard molle attachments or your tri-glide through it. These are also customizable at the time of order. You can order looser sewn molles if you would like, so that is an option. I don't know of anybody else offering that. It does have a typical ADF Raptor style buckle. It will only go in one direction, so it is one directional. It also has straps, dual adjustment straps on both sides. You have tag ends. So if you want to offset your buckle to one side or the other, you can do that. Now it does have a Tuffelberger 8mm bridge. That should slide nicely through a carabiner. We'll test that out. It does have a scuffle knot on the one side and a distal hitch on the other side with a poor man's ascender, and that also is customizable. If you're a lefty, at the time of ordering, you can have that reversed so that you can pull your tag end with your left hand versus your right hand. Another option that a lot of companies do not offer, so I like that. So as far as the leg straps, they are completely removable from the saddle. If you are the type that do not like to run leg straps, you can take them completely off. They have a G-hook with a retainer spring. So if you squeeze here, it pops open and you can unhook your leg strap. To put it back on, you just close the retaining spring Squeeze that together and it pops right back in place. So to put the leg straps on, you would just unhook the retaining spring off the G-hook, pull the leg strap through your thumb loop. This does come with a thumb loop on the saddle, on the lower panel, and feed this back through your thumb loop, loop it around, and there you go. Now the thumb loops also double as a backup tender if you are into rappelling. If you one stick and rappel down or whatever, it also has that for you guys. Now as far as a lineman loop, there is no lineman loop on the saddle. The reason being, you have the option to use any one of the bridge loops that are on here. There's actually 4 bridge loops on this saddle. Very unique. This is where I think it's going to be a real game changer. Bridge loops are a patent pending dual adjustment system with 2 separate AM steel Prusiks, and those allow for individualized panel adjustments. You can adjust your bottom panel all the way around the bridge loop, and you can adjust your top panel all the way around the bridge loop. So if you're getting some hip pinch on the top or bottom of your top panel, you can make your adjustment with your Prusik knot. Same thing with the bottom panel. If you're getting lower leg or upper side of the panel pinch or pressure, not necessarily pinch, you can adjust this saddle up and down the loop for your perfect dialed in comfort. I'm really excited to try this out. No other saddle offers this. So that's basically it for what the saddle offers, some of the specs on the saddle and the cost of the saddle. So let's get into the saddle and head to a tree and put it to the test. Alright, so today I decided to ride my bike here to where I'm going to review the saddle. So I'm not going to be able to wear the saddle in like I would from the truck. So instead, I'm going to walk about 100 yards and turn around and walk back 100 yards wearing the saddle. I want to see if it has any sag to it with all the weight of the dump pouches. I also want to check the leg straps and see how they wear in, if it's better to wear with the leg straps on or with them off. So I'll check both of those things. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to ascend the tree with my lineman's rope attached to the bridge loops. Now this saddle is unique in the fact it does not have standalone lineman loops. Nowhere on this saddle is there a lineman loop, but there are 4 bridge loops on this saddle. So I will ascend the tree with the lineman's belt on my bridge loops, and I will try it in the top as well as the bottom panel loops just to see how comfortable it is. Once I'm in the tree, I will test the bridge through the carabiner, see how well it slides, pivoting for shots, that type of thing. I'm going to sit in the saddle for an hour, check the comfort. I'll change the position of the panels, different pitches, and then I will descend the tree using my lineman's belt on the bridge loops and just see how the comfort and functionality are. The primary reason for this review is comfort and functionality. I'll give you my overall thoughts at the end of the review. So I'm going to get up in one of these trees right here and get started. All right, the clock has started. I am up in the saddle, climbing up with the lineman's belt. I did discover that the top loops on the bridge loops, the top loops were the most comfortable. Tying into the bottom loops just felt like it was pulling lower, more across your lower butt, and putting the lineman's belt on the top loop was much more comfortable, pulled across the top of your back, lower back, the top side of your lower back. The other thing that I discovered was walking around the base of the tree, getting ready, as well as walking out and back. The leg straps do pull a little bit on the front of your legs as you're walking. It's much more comfortable to take them off and leave them off until you get to the base of your tree or up in the tree. So what I did, I waited till I got up in the tree and then I put my leg straps on. Now, as far as the molly loops, they were really easy to access with your traditional style attachments as well as your tri-glides. They are far enough forward, they're super easy to get into. You can look straight down right into your pouch and access them. I even have two pouches on my left side and I can access both pouches without any problems. So at this point I haven't even separated the panels. I'm going to do that now. Now, according to Benny, it's easier if you unclip the buckles, pull out some slack, separate your panels, and then clip your buckles back in together versus trying to pull out some slack while they're clipped together. Now we'll separate the panels. And clip them back together. Pull the slack out of that. We'll do the other side. So that was relatively easy. I'm sure with a little practice you could get better at making that movement very quietly. Let's check out the bridge through the carabiner. Very little resistance, maybe a little, but not much at all. Would not hinder you at all for taking shots. Super easy. Now I want to check the pitch adjustments on the top and bottom panels. So if we take our weight off, let's see how easy it is to slide this. So there you go. It's definitely easier to do if you can use two hands. If you have a little bigger platform and you can stand up, it was super easy. Trying to do it one-handed is a little bit difficult, but it does hold in the upper position. I do feel a little bit of tension across the top of the strap on the upper panel by making that adjustment. So top, middle, and the bottom on the top panel, those adjustments do hold. So let me adjust the bottom panel and try to put it down to the lower and see what happens. Okay, yeah, I do feel more pressure now on the bottom of the bottom panel by making that adjustment. All right, back in the middle position on both is completely comfortable. I'm sure after a long sit, an all-day sit, you might want to make those adjustments, kind of change some of the pressure points a little bit, but that is very unique to the Buzzard Roost saddle. No other saddle has the ability to adjust the pitch of the top and bottom independently. With this system, you have the ability to have pressure on the bottom and the top in different places. No other saddle is like this. If you really want to tweak and fine-tune your comfort, this would be a saddle to do it in. All right, with that being said, we're gonna sit for an hour and I'll give you my overall thoughts when we get down. If you want to see how the Buzzard Roost saddle compares to all the other saddles I've reviewed, you can check out the spreadsheet. The link is in the description box below. All right, so let's go over the saddle real quick. It's been just over an hour. It was comfortable walking around the base of the tree. When I walked back and forth, giving it a test run, and it rode fine. The saddlebags did not pull down on it. It was more comfortable with the leg straps not attached. When you attached them, you could just feel them pull on the front of the leg a little bit as you took a step. Not a deal breaker, but it was more comfortable with the leg straps off. I put them on after I got in the tree. It was totally easy to do. Separating the panels and clipping those back together and pulling the tension out of the straps was really easy. No issues there. Seeing down inside of the pouches are really easy. They're far enough forward, easy to access. The bridge slid through the carabiner really nice. Very little friction at all, just a little bit, but not bad at all. Bridge length adjustments were really easy to make with the poor man's Ascender. As far as the overall comfort of the saddle, really comfortable. It has the patent pending attachments here with the 4 bridge systems on the upper and lower panels. Super comfortable, easy to make, multiple adjustments. You can adjust to the high side or low side on either one of those panels. I really like the Buzzard Roost saddle. Very impressed with it. No complaints at all. So don't forget that I will be giving this saddle away the first week of May. All you have to do to be entered in the drawing is drop a comment below, let me know you're interested, and I will get a winner picked. We'll get the saddle out to you. Now, if you found this video helpful at all, it would be greatly appreciated if you could give me a thumbs up. Shoot me a comment below and just let me know your thoughts. If there's any other saddles you'd like to see. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification as well to get more videos like this. I hope you guys have an opportunity to get out and enjoy your own adventures. Take care.